Before we diagnose disease, before we prescribe drugs, before we enter clinics, we must first understand the normal human body. Anatomy and physiology are the foundation of all medical sciences. Anatomy tells us structure. Physiology tells us function. In this lecture, we will cover the scope of these subjects and the essential terminologies every medical student must master. What is anatomy? Anatomy is the scientific study of body structures. Gross anatomy studies organs visible to the naked eye. Microscopic anatomy includes histology and cytology. Developmental anatomy studies growth from embryo to adult. Radiological anatomy helps interpret X-rays, CT scans, and MRI, extremely important in clinical medicine. What is physiology? If anatomy tells us what something looks like, physiology tells us how it works. Physiology explains mechanisms, muscle contraction, nerve conduction, hormone regulation. It answers the most important question: how does the body maintain life? Levels of structural organization. The body is organized in levels. Atoms form molecules. Molecules form cells. Cells form tissues. Tissues form organs. Organs form systems. Understanding this hierarchy is essential to understand disease progression. Anatomical position. All anatomical descriptions are based on one universal reference, the anatomical position. Even if the patient is lying down, we describe structures assuming this position. This prevents confusion during surgery, imaging, and examination. Directional terms. These directional terms help precisely describe locations. The heart is superior to the diaphragm. The sternum is anterior to the heart. The thumb is lateral to the little finger. These terms are essential for surgeons and radiologists. Body planes. Body planes are imaginary lines that divide the body. These are extremely important in CT scans and MRI imaging. For example, a transverse CT scan shows a horizontal slice of the body. Movements of the body. Movement terminology is very important in orthopedics and neurology. Flexion decreases the joint angle, like bending the elbow. Extension increases the angle. Abduction moves away from the midline, like raising your arm sideways. Supination turns the palm upward, pronation turns it downward. Common regional terms. Regional terminology helps localize clinical findings. For example, pain in the epigastric region suggests gastric pathology. Swelling in the popliteal region may indicate a Baker's cyst. These terms are used daily in clinical documentation. Body cavities. The brain is enclosed in the cranial cavity. The lungs and heart are inside the thoracic cavity. The abdominal cavity contains liver, stomach, intestines. Understanding cavities helps in trauma management. Homeostasis. Homeostasis is the body's ability to maintain a stable internal environment. If blood sugar rises, insulin lowers it. If blood pressure falls, compensatory mechanisms activate. Disease occurs when homeostasis fails. Clinical importance. To understand myocardial infarction, you must know coronary artery anatomy. To understand hypertension, you must understand vascular physiology. Without strong basics, clinical medicine becomes difficult. As we conclude this lecture, remember, anatomy gives us the structure, Physiology gives us the function, and together they form the foundation of medicine. If your basics are strong, every clinical subject will become easier and more logical. Revise these terminologies regularly, visualize the concepts, and build your understanding step by step. Thank you for watching. If this lecture helped you, do like, share, and subscribe for more detailed medical content. See you in the next session.